If you didn't know, you need to know this. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. A local suburb is making sure their community knows the resources that are out there thanks to a new program. It's called Addison Township 708 Mental Health Board. And here to explain the program and its benefits is Addison Township Supervisor Reboletti. Thank you so much for coming in and talking about this.
Thank you for having me, Tia.
We were talking a little bit in the break about this, that there was a referendum that already passed, and then on May 22nd, it's kind of going to be decided what to do with these funds, right?
Right. So there was a citizens-driven referendum. It passed in Addison Township last year. As supervisor, I appointed a board of the Mental Health Board, which has people from all over our communities. There's 7 members. They have been meeting to determine the needs of our township, and it's all culminating after many meetings and testimony from providers as to how we can best help our community.
You know, we were talking in the break a little bit about this, that mental health is still taboo for a lot of people. A lot of people don't want to talk about their mental health, even though they may need the help. What were you seeing in your community that made you decide that this is something that everyone could benefit from?
Well, we've seen, especially after COVID, we've seen isolation, depression. In DuPage County, we see a number of suicides increasing and overdoses, seniors losing people but not having anybody to talk with. So you see all these different things manifest themselves. You see it in students' behavior, and the community made sure that we would help people locally.
You know, there's been a lot of communities that have made this a priority because of exactly what you just said. Have you really narrowed down what are the possibilities for how this money could potentially be used?
Yeah, so there's 3 ways that the Mental Health Board can help the community and will be. They're looking at helping mental health groups, not-for-profits. The township itself has already hired a psychologist on staff. We'll be looking to put more. We're looking at opening a community center for middle school through high school as a drop-in after school. And we're also looking for programs for the disabled and for people who have substance abuse and alcohol issues.
Tell me, how do you think the psychologist will help in even the program really targeting kids?
Right, so we're hoping that when they're at the community center, they'll open up to some of the staff that's there, and then if they're identified as somebody who needs additional services, we're going to have them right there. So, and we're also looking at expanding programs so that every person in Addison Township will have access to a psychologist or to a psychiatrist via your cell phone.
If someone's watching right now and they live in your community and they want to know more, where can they go to get that information?
They can come to the Addison Township Mental Health Board website, and we are on Facebook and we're on other social media platforms.
We have it right there on the screen. Well, Mr. Reboletti, it's been a pleasure. We appreciate you coming on. And we do want to let people, again, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And if you are struggling with your mental health, don't be afraid to reach out for help. There is a crisis number, and we have it right there on the bottom of your screen. Again, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us on the Noon Show. We'll be right back.